The Motorhead YouTube channel. Today we are back on the F250. We've got a bunch of stuff ready for it from rough country, and also, well, we're actually waiting on the axle still, but that will be here tomorrow, so we will be able to finish that off. All right, so it is the next day here at Certified Auto, and we need to remove this mirror right here. You sure it's supposed to do that? All right, so we are ready to install our glass. We need to put some urethane down. So I'm going to try a technique I've never done before, and hopefully it works. Hold on.
This can just
Come to me.
Yeah.
Make sure you put it on that first. Right on the edge? Okay, we're dead center here. All right, you can push it down. Just like that, the glass is in. We've got it taped down. Everything's nice. It's centered. You can see the VIN number real good. All right, so the guys got the bumper ready for paint, and we just got the call from the axle place that it's finished, so we're going to go grab it. This axle looks absolutely amazing. Brand new. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll see you later. All right, so here is our rough country lift kit. It's been sitting out here awaiting this day for quite some time. Shocks. Shocks, I don't know if we're gonna use those. We're going to have to save those for the next shot. That's the rear shock. Or no. Is that?
The steering.
Okay, yeah, so this is the steering. Nice. We definitely need that on there. Back bar.
Very nice.
And bolts. Back bar relocation and bolts. This is the rear lift kit.
There's your springs.
That's what we were looking for right there. Let's see the difference in the two.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's a beefier spring too. It ain't gonna settle down as much.
Yeah, I think it's specifically made to level the truck out and give it a little lift. I guess let's pop these suckers on.
Okay, let's do it.
going to install our rough country track bar relocation bracket. It's right here, as you can see. Where's the old one? Right here. So this is the old one. So that's going to be the new one. You can see that there's adjustment here that we don't have on this one.
And it's quite a bit lower.
Drops it down a bit. So we're going to go ahead and install it. All right, guys, so we have the truck sitting on its suspension. We still have to get the control arm brackets on and the shocks. We are actually going to put on the rough country shocks. We thought we were going to go with the Fox shocks, but we decided not to. We need to stick true to the rough country theme, so we are going to put the rough country shocks on it. All right, guys, so these are our rough country control arm drops. And the reason that you need these for is because as you go higher, your control arms basically get shorter because of the distances. And so these right here, they bring them down to keep them at a level.
Yeah, there's tension on that bolt, like when it's sitting.
Yeah, so you're basically getting your factory ride quality with a lift. Because if you don't do this, your axle is going to be pitched real hard, and this spring right here won't be straight, and your shock won't be straight. So you definitely want to go with these, and Rough Country makes a great set. We're about to pop them on. Bottom one first.
Start it up.
Guys, check this thing out. It is looking absolutely amazing. We've got the whole front end together. We got everything buttoned up. We got all the little miscellaneous pieces that we were still missing. And one more thing that's left to do, well, two more things left to do, is to give it a good detail and get the alignment done. Well, three things, because we have to do the rough country steering stabilizer.
That's after the alignment?
Yeah, once we get the alignment done, then we'll get the rough country stabilizer on, and that will complete this build, I think. Oh, well, we do obviously need to test drive it to make sure it drives good, make sure there's no issues with it, make sure that everything's good. We'll drive it down the road. We'll get back under there, tighten everything back up, make sure everything's nice and tight. But for now, let's just give it a quick detail. This is the actual first test drive ever that we have done on this thing. We are going to go to O'Reilly's real quick and then to the alignment shop and see if they can squeeze us in today or not. Hopefully everything goes good with that. Everything looks good so far. The wheels look like they clear. Not really any noise coming from the suspension yet. We haven't drove it too much. Only been driving around the lot for now. So let's hop in this thing and see how it drives. I haven't heard a single noise yet.
Me neither, nothing weird.
No noises. Steering wheel is way off, but
It doesn't wobble or
look at this
anything.
thing. We ain't even lined it up yet.
Hey, it drives straight, man.
All right, guys, so the F250 is finally done. We do have a couple of few small things that we still have to take care of. When we went to do the alignment, we realized that the ball joint on the axle that holds the track bar is shot, so we need to still replace that before we actually get it aligned for real. And also another thing I want to do is we're going to do it off camera, but we're going to repaint this bumper because I'm not happy with the color match. So hopefully the second time around we can get that painted and it's going to match up a little bit better. The only thing else that I think is missing is a little light bar right here. Unfortunately, the light bar that we got is just a little bit too small. It's a 12-inch. I think this needs like a, what do you think, Nate?
24.
Is that a 24-inch?
I measured it.
Okay, yeah, so it needs a 24-inch light bar, but we have only a 12-inch light bar.
That's why you always order something and then measure it and then buy the thing.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it take so long.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. We do have two 12-inch light bars that we could mate together. No, we're not doing that. But yeah, it looks great, guys. Drop in the comment section below what you guys think of the build. What do you think of the color match? What do you think of the wheels? Also, what do you think of these headlights? The headlights for me just do it. I don't know as far as like their performance and how well they're going to do at night, but aesthetics, 10 out of 10, I would say. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and check us out on Instagram at Motörhead.go. And I'll see you in the next video.